Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of October, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month is focused on love and it's called The Ring. So if you'd like to know more details about that reading or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Sagittarius. I do feel like some of you will be traveling during this month quite a lot, or there's a specific moment, right, during this month that represents this movement forward in your journey, in your spiritual path, that is seen as a big move actually here for some of you. Some of you in the more down to earth 3D kind of level of manifestations, you're changing homes. I keep getting like there's a feeling of some of you really leaving behind where you have been living, or leaving behind a structure, right, in your life that has been representative of home, roots, foundation, security, based level, right? Your nest. Some of you are leaving the nest. Some of you are really pushing yourselves to uh, go live life. Perhaps for some of you for the first time, and picking on here some of you Sagittarius that have never been, you know, that have never either traveled or by yourselves, or uh, lived by yourselves, or done something like, you know, move to start a job in a different city or country, or immigrate. I keep getting like some of you are under those sort of experiences during this time, and it's going to help you evolve quite a lot professionally. And I feel like personally will represent this big leap, this big evolution. Again, I keep getting in your life and in your own being, there's a feeling of expanding quite a lot, particularly during October, from any sort of movement, action orientation that it's made. So, if you are considering to travel, to make a move, as minor as you might look at it to be, to visit different locations, areas, uh, to investigate and explore different options, even professionally speaking. I keep getting like anything that it's about you trying something else than what you have known so far is very, very important and of benefit for some of you. Some of you have already kind of been in this heart desire to move or to travel or to just do something that is very different from what you have done. And some of you are also looking for a break from the ordinary, a break from what you're seeing is your, again, day-to-day life, like where you live, work, going from work to work, home work, you know what I mean, or doing the same things all over again with your partner or with your friend, like changing here a lot of the establishment. Again, the Four of Clubs is here, changing a lot of how things have been is going to bring even more steadiness and security into your life. So it's a little bit of a funny thing here. Is like by shaking up things, by changing them around, you are creating even more solid structures in your life. So if you are afraid to change something upon your business, don't be, because that's exactly what's going to take you to that new prosperous cycle that you have been wanting to find. So some of you are leaving a very tiring one into a very prosperous one. Yes, it's going to for some of you it's going to require some bold movements, some decisions that you're kind of afraid to make, because there's a lot here, right? There's a lot at stake. You have worked very, very hard, and you have invested very much into something. And now it's not like you don't want just to completely be left with nothing. You want to make sure that whatever this move is, whatever this decision is to change things around, is going to be profitable to you. You're going to be left with something, that almost like it's your entitlement. It belongs to you. You don't want to just leave with empty hands. You want to leave, but not with empty hands. That's what I'm saying. So some of you might be fighting for your rights when it comes to, if it is about wanting to leave, jobs and contracts and even, marriages and things like that. You're fighting to do so with leaving with something. You don't want to leave empty-handed. You're fighting for your rights, your resources, what is of your own belonging. Some of you, basically, you're in the quest as well. You're in this quest for belonging, Sagittarius, and this quest for belonging is something like, for some of you, it's not new, but the will to pursue that. Okay, where do I belong? Where should I go? Where should I move to? What should I do? Professionally, emotionally, whatever it is, has never though been so strong as I feel in October for some of you will be, in terms of will, in terms of courage, in terms of determination to pursue something. Perhaps you have not been feeling like that, like as ready or as brave or as capable to promote change as you might be during October. I also feel like for some of you, this relocation, this journey, this travel, this, again, movement forward in your journey, it might also be happening because of love. So some of you might be, you might have a long distance relationship and you are either visiting your lover or you are considering joining them where they live, or vice versa, or they are considering coming to you. Whatever it is, I feel like some of you also have a lot of emotional motivation, an emotional motivation here to make this transition, to make this move, because again, from movement comes new love or a new opportunity for love, right? A new cycle in love, either with the current partner you have, or someone you have in mind, or someone you have been gaining that courage. I keep getting like some of you have been gaining that courage, you have been gaining that energy of let's try this, to go towards a person, right? You have been considering, it has been in your mind to visit someone or to talk with someone or try your luck with someone here. That represents an emotional risk, an emotional it's like an emotional experience that is a little bit out of the, I keep getting like some of you Sagittarius have relationships and love situations that is a little bit out of your usual way, or the way you would put the standards, like the standards of how something in terms of love and relationships should go. It's changing, and it's because of a person that you're investing. It's like you're putting your heart fully into something and your will into something in which you see future, in which you see progress. You can see here, definitely there's someone here. It could be a water sign person, so it can be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces individual, or just someone, again, that touches your heart, definitely quite a lot. Someone special, someone dear, someone that will be opening up here roads for your life. So this person shows as being one in which there's a future. If you have met someone and you're wondering if you should marry them, if you should move in with them, if you should do something with them, that feels like a big life jump, right? A jump into something, a change into something. In terms of how your life has been, I feel like the universe during October is going to answer you that. Yes, it's going to answer yes. Make that step, make that move, take that risk, because it's totally worth it. For some of you have really found someone, or you're about to find someone that it's just like ideal here. It's like the ideal match in terms of, it's like you and this person's energy, you work together in the same direction in terms of future. So it's not just about the love itself, it's also about you and someone that, in which there's future vision that is similar, in which both apply energy to the same, in expansion, in building a home, a family, a business, having similar desires and plans. When you basically, your philosophy of life also could be really uh, similar to this person's philosophy, and so it just works. There's something here that's like this just works. There's a relationship, being in love or business, that is just working here amazingly. And some of you have known this for some time. Six, um, with the nine of, I'm sorry, with the nine of cups here and with the six of diamonds, like some of you have known uh, or discovered in the recent past who or what is really going to emotionally fulfill you. But it's like, again, six of diamonds, but you have been under some restrictions here. You have been under some sort of material stress or delays that have not allowed the moves and the risks and the initiatives you want to make to happen. But in October, it feels like you're fighting for it and able to. You have two aces, and both talk about, really like marriage material kind of relationship, or an opportunity that is going to bring the best of both worlds, which is going to bring emotional rewarding to you, and it's going to bring as well a lot of profit, right? A lot of success. And it probably comes with some legalities here. So there's a feeling of like needing to sign papers, needing to, some of you is like, it could be like you're leaving home and buying another or moving into another, right? Or again, there's something here, there's like about papers or documentation uh, that it's important, particularly as you go into November. Some of you might be, settling, the deals that you need to settle, and making the decisions you need to make more towards the later part of the month. And I feel like it's just a wonderful, it's one of those months that, yes, you're dealing with some restrictions, but you feel wonderful. You feel challenged by them. You feel motivated. I keep getting by the challenges you're finding, not like crushed or diminished or just insecure. It's the opposite effect. Is the more challenged you are, the more you feel like, I'm gonna be able to overcome this. I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna overcome this and win it, because the chariot is about winning. It's about victory. It's about being able to be on command of a situation. So basically, you have the control. You are on the lead of a situation. Love, work, personal development, whatever it is your main intention, whatever is your priority in October, you have the lead. You are commanding it. But you must command. Again, you must rule. You must drive. You must make the moves and the actions that you have to make, to either be with this person, to either move to the next big opportunity, to move with, to move forward with your life where there has been stagnancy. I feel like the major thing as well here for some of you Sages is where there has been stagnancy, where there has been no evolution, no progress, right? You can't stand it. It's almost like for some of you, it works against your essence. It's not when things are like stalling and not expanding, you have an issue with that. So there's a particular thing in your life that has been stagnant, that has been keeping you from evolving in a certain level. And even though what might have been stagnant and keep you from evolving might not necessarily be a very bad thing, because it could just be like, again, a relationship that stopped working, or living too much, being too much, like left too much time in your comfort zones, that have made you grown to be too comfortable, and now you are waking up to the realization that you have just been comfortable but not really, living the life of adventure, or the life of thrill, or the life of passion that you desire. So this is about waking up to where you have been sleeping when it comes to comfortable matters. There's a difference here for some of you Sagittarius between, a relationship that is comfortable and a one that makes you, and it drives you crazy, and it challenges, and it's passionate, and it's competitive as well. Like a feeling of competition and love is also present here. It's almost like this competition that is showing here, though, it's like a feeling of, the more I get of you, the more I want to know from you, and vice versa. And this is a challenge because it makes it feel like some of you have found the world in one person, or you have found the world in one aspiration, one option and opportunity that's coming, and it's like bigger than your own self. And so there's this competition when it comes to you know breaking limitations that necessarily come forward here. But I feel like, even though this is a big scale, whatever it is happening in October for Sag is big. So be kind of ready to deal with things that are not as at all just like a little thing, detailed, minutia type of thing, day-to-day things. Whatever you're encountering now and ahead, is big. And so you are being called to be as big, right? To have that open mind, that open heart, wide as open as possible, to really embark in this beautiful journey that brings love and it brings fortune. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.